Hello, Mana here, and welcome to my channel update video. I haven't posted anything like this before, so I'm going to do my best to try and keep it short and sweet. I have a tendency to ramble and get distracted and stuff, so basically I've just written myself down like a bunch of dot points, and I'm going to go through each of them and speak on them a little, and yeah, we'll just hope for the best on that. But first and foremost, just I hope you're all doing well. It's been over a week since I posted a video now, so it does feel a little weird, and this also feels weird because I don't have a game in front of me, but yeah, just hope you're all doing well. So yeah, first up is COVID. Yeah, I have COVID at the moment. I'm on the tail end of it and feel pretty much okay, but you can probably still hear it in my voice a little. I've been dealing with that for over a week now. I'm not sure what day it started, but yeah, that sort of threw everything off because it sort of like, it started with, you know, I had like a pretty good start to the year. Like the first 2 weeks were feeling good. But then over that next week after that, I felt like I'd let things slip, and I wasn't sort of having the start of the year I wanted. So I was like, all right, I need to refocus. I need to really start getting shit done, and that's a YouTube, but also outside of YouTube. But that rolled straight into COVID, and that has really screwed me over. So I mean, you know, it is what it is. Can't help it, but. Yeah, it started out not that bad. I sort of had a day where I had it, but I was fine. I was like, alright, maybe I'm gonna be, you know, pretty much asymptomatic. That was the hope. Then the next day was the worst. Like, that was the worst by far. At its peak, it went from the morning where I felt basically normal to at night where I had, like, my fever was super high, head was absolutely pounding. It was just, yeah, it was pretty bad. That broke by the morning, fortunately, and then I still was dealing with like a smaller version of that over the next couple days. Then it sort of led into this like 2-day period where I thought I was actually over it, but it was like just this weird middle ground that then shifted into the second phase, which I'm still dealing with, which has been more like the throat and, you know, that kind of area. Basically the throat sort of area. It was sort of like the first half of it was like my nose and up, and then the second half was like below or something. I don't know. It's been sort of weird, but yeah. Anyway, I'm on the tail end of that, and I think within a few days I'll be feeling pretty good. I mean, I feel fine enough now. That's why I'm doing this, but yeah, still terrible timing, and it's been sort of shitty. So that's kind of that. But yes, as for games, I want to cover a couple of them. So the Planetcrafter Prologue and Dismantle, first up, since they have sort of been the most recent things. I am still planning to play more of both of them. The Planetcrafter Prologue, I don't know how much is going to be left, but I do still actually want to do at least probably 2 more on that. Maybe 1, depending how long it is, depending on what's up. But I am still planning to go back to that for at least 1 or 2 more. Dismantle I'm still all in for. There's still a ton I want to do. I don't think that really needs elaboration. I'm just, yeah, all in for that. Then I wanted to come to Pathfinder, Kingmaker, and Dungeon Keeper 1, since those have been sort of the ones that I've neglected beyond just this, and it's just, yeah. So, for Dungeon Keeper 1, I am going to be continuing, and the next video for that will actually be out sooner than later. I had actually started it again before COVID, but what happened was I had done an attempt and failed on a dungeon, so I had to do it again. And that led into then COVID, so I actually had been recording it like, probably like 10 days ago or something now. And yeah, so I actually have to finish up that last attempt, and then it's going to be sort of a weird one. But yes, that is continuing, and it is continuing soon. And I'm planning to, you know, keep up a pace of that until it's completed after. As for Pathfinder Kingmaker though, this is one I am very disappointed in myself in the way I've handled this, admittedly. It's just, I sort of like let it just got slid to the side somehow, and I didn't get back to it, and I was planning to get back to it, and then I didn't get back to it, and I was still planning to get back to it, and yeah, I'm really disappointed in myself how I've handled that. And it's because, like, it's not my most viewed thing, but at the same time I feel like it is also really important to me because it came off the back of Geneforge, which was really important for the channel and stuff, so yeah, I do feel bad about how I've handled that. But with that said, I am not actually going to continue it at this time. It's one I am going to put on the shelf, like, officially. I do want to come back to it because I really was enjoying it, despite some of the issues I ran into. But I just think that I don't know, it's a mammoth. Like, it is an absolute mammoth of the game, and I think that it's the kind of game that I shouldn't be committing to at the moment unless I'm willing to make it like the main focus of the channel for like several months maybe. because it's easy a 200-hour game for me, and it's not hard to suddenly do the math, and you suddenly realize how crazy that is. If you're only posting, say, if you're doing 2 videos a week, and like that, well, bam, that means 100 weeks if they were an hour each. 100 weeks, that's 2 years. Like, so I think that I'm just not at the level to do that. I think it would be better if you were streaming it in large amounts, or if I was just doing way more. Obviously, I knew this stuff when I went into it, but I don't know. I clearly just, I don't know, maybe it was just an impulse thing or something. I didn't really think it through. Like, I was committed when I started it. I mean, well, once I got a bit in, because I said at the beginning of it, I wasn't sure if I would stick with it or not. But then I was really all in, but I think I just didn't, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Underestimation, I guess, because I say 200 hours, but honestly for me and the way I play and that, it would be longer. It'd probably be 250 or something, and I think it's just getting into insane territory, so... I don't want to put CRPGs on the side though, so we'll come back to that in a minute, but yeah, that's sort of where it is with Pathfinder Kingmaker. I do apologize to anyone who was following me with that, because I said, like, it's by far not my most viewed thing at all, but it is important to me because it came off of Geneforge, and yeah, so I do feel really bad about how I sort of handled that, and that's one of the things I'm really trying to do better with in 2022, which, you know, COVID sort of, yeah, it's been a... It's not how I wanted to start the year, that's for sure, but I'm going to try and do better moving forward. Another smaller one is Shrine's Legacy, the demo. I played the first 2 parts of that and then didn't get back to it. In case anyone is interested, I am still going to play the last part of that. There'll only be one more video to finish it up, but I am going to actually do that sooner than later. Oh, another thing, this separate, I actually made a new channel in recently. It is a side channel, it is not going to be in any way the same attention as my main one. It's called Mana's Trailer Park, and basically it's just gonna be like a small little side project for me to post game trailers of things that I like, mainly with a focus on indie RPGs, but you know, there could be a mix of some other random indie stuff on there. But yeah, I would check that out if you're interested. You know, subscribe and all that if you feel like it. I would appreciate it. Otherwise, you know, just ignore it. Yeah, it's just, you know, game trailers. Could be something interesting, I don't know. It's really one that's just for a bit of fun for me. It was something I was messing around with, and it's something I thought of for a little while, but I was like sick and couldn't do much. I started playing around with that and stuff. And you know, the channel's active now. I've put a few trailers up on that because it was just sort of low effort in terms of, you know, I don't have to actually record and stuff. So it was something I could actually work on in that. So yeah, I think that'll be, you know, something a little bit fun maybe. But yeah, check that out if you're interested. I'll link in the description if I remember. As for that, I think that sort of covers the main active games at the moment. As for what I'm going to be doing in terms of upcoming stuff, because there's obviously some things I need to sort of get back into and finish in that, but also going forward, there's some other things I want to start out too. So coming back to CRPGs first up, I am considering playing another Spiderweb software game, the creator of Geneforge. I think that those CRPGs are, like, as much as I was enjoying Pathfinder, seeing that contrast for like recording and stuff, I feel like the Spiderweb software ones are actually really good in comparison. The depth of Pathfinder is certainly something, you know, it's yeah. But so I don't know, let me know if you have any suggestions on that. I'm not certain it's going to be a Spiderweb software game, or at least yet, but I am considering starting a new one of them. Arx Fatalis is another one I'm considering, or Fatalis, I'm not actually sure how you pronounce that. But that's, well, it's, I don't know if you call it a CRPG. It's more like Underground Skyrim. That's what I'm gonna refer to it as anyway. But I don't know, let me know if you have any thoughts on that, or any sort of other old school CRPGs or anything. I am open to starting a new one and like committing to it properly. But that'll sort of take what should have been Kingmaker's place, I think. Yeah, nothing set in stone for that right now, other than I do want to do one, but yeah. So another upcoming one that I want to do is some more Vagabond. I originally played I think it was Alpha 0.2 or 0.3, I forget which one, but 0.5 is out now. So if you don't remember that, it was a 2D sandbox RPG with procedurally generated worlds, which I thought was pretty awesome. And yeah, I don't know, I just want to play more of that. I'm going to try and like make it a bit more condensed and edited and flow a little better, because there is like a lot of in that can be just sort of walking around and things. Isn't that interesting? And I've been trying to improve on that kind of thing, so I think it's actually been good to get back to that and doing it a bit more how I've been doing some of the more recent stuff. But yeah, I don't know, just let me know if you have any thoughts, suggestions on that. I don't know when I'm going to start that one, but it is one that I do want to start sooner than later, because I think it's going to be a fun one to play around with, and because the Planet Crafter Prologue might be finishing up soon, so even though they're not directly similar, they've got that sort of sandbox vibe that could be fun to sort of continue off that or something. Other than that, there is a couple of indie RPG demos as well I'm going to be playing soon. One is ModdedMana, and the other is Trailblazer. Both definitely recommend checking out if you're looking for any indie RPG demos. I think they're both going to be really good ones. Again, I'm not certain when these are going to be started, but they are like, these are sort of the next things I'll be starting basically. And yeah, I don't know, I think that's about it for the main games. Yeah, oh, I do also have Necromunda, however that's said, Hired Gun. I posted a couple of parts of that as sort of a in-between thing at some point. I do actually want to finish that, I just don't know when. It is one I'm gonna play through though, cause sort of just a fun, casual one, but you know, it's sort of my least priority, even though I did enjoy it. It was meant to be originally something that I played all through before posting, but then I decided to sort of fill a couple of gaps and I didn't get back to it, so yeah. But I don't know, I'm going to try and really do a lot better this year, moving forward. You know, start things and finish them, and not have big gaps. That's really the main things I want to focus on. And yeah, I don't know, you probably expect daily uploads to be back to normal within 3 days from this one, I think. As I said, I'm feeling okay today, so I'm actually going to maybe try and record a couple of videos, see how that goes. Like, I still feel a bit off, but I feel fine. I wouldn't say my energy levels and stuff are where I'd like them to be, though, so it's still a bit but yeah, I'd really like to get things back on daily soon. And yeah, I don't think I really have much more to say. This has probably already been more rambly than I planned, but you know, it's the way I am. So I just want to sort of cover everything, say hello. Just hope you're all doing well. Hopefully you're feeling better than I am. And yeah, I don't know, let me know, please let me know if you have thoughts, suggestions on anything, any games to play or any of that stuff. I don't know, I'm just really going to try and get things back on track quite soon, but yeah. I think that's about it. I don't know, I feel like there's probably something I've missed, but that's really the main stuff. I just want to sort of cover what's been going on, what's going to happen, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Probably should just leave it there. And just say thank you very much for listening, and I don't know, I appreciate sticking around, because yeah, it's been a rough couple weeks for the channel, I would say, which it's not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but for YouTube, you know, like yeah, I'm just gonna say thank you very much for listening. I really do appreciate it, and I just hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to see you in something soon. Bye bye.